It's time, bro. It is time for the Deepwoken grind. I've been grinding for 3 days, coming up with probably the coolest, strongest Crypt Blade build in the entire game. And it sounds biased. Yo, what the fuck, bro? Yo, it sounds biased, but it's not. It's not biased because I know it's the best. The only way that you can make this gorgeous, sexy looking build any better is if you can go like 80 pre-shrine while keeping all your stuff. That's the only way that you could make this build greater, and I tried every mean necessary. You'd have to sacrifice fortitude, and I think even then it wouldn't be enough. But yeah, so let's just go through the stats real quick. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm missing like 3 stats. I'm missing Condition Runner and Moving Fortress for the posture. Yeah, so I'll just go through it. Alright, so now let's just go through the moves. Now, this is personally what I decided to choose, but I'm sure that you'll have your own niche or whatever the case may be. But in the clips, I actually didn't modify my mantras at all, so I'll show you what I think. Personally, I'll show you what I would modify them as. In the clips, my mantras are modified, so if my mantras were modified, my combos would have been even crazier, because more than like 50% of the time, I was missing moves by like an inch. But had I had that extra, that extra range, that extra, actually no, that's kind of it, yeah. Had I had that extra range and size, I probably would have landed a lot of my combos way more often. But yeah, so let's just go through each one. Yeah, so now that we just went through all the moves and the recommended modifiers, I think what's next is to show the damage. Now again, the damage on this build is crazy good. Right. But you have to be using Heretic Sutra. If you're not using Heretic Sutra, like even in Chime, bro, like you have to be using it constantly because you're just missing out on a free damage increase. Like there's no point in you making this build if you don't go through the effort of getting Heretic Sutra and using it. And you should be using Ardor Scream. If you're not using Ardor Scream, at least click H and use it like this. But to not use Ardor Scream is wrong. Look at that, right? Watch this. Do you see? That's 10 more damage. Now that doesn't seem like a lot, but think about it. Every time you hit them, that's the original damage plus now that base damage. And it lasts for a pretty long time. And I'm pretty sure it even goes to, hold on, let's see something. Watch this. 37, right? Now let's wait for cooldown, so I'll cut back. See? That's what Manipulator, right? That's what Manipulator. Now watch this. Now I'm gonna use a mantra, Roar, then I'll use my crit. We'll see how much damage it does. $55 off a crit that puts a chain on them and slows them. I don't know if it also makes them not jump, because I've seen like when I put my chain on people, like they just don't jump, like they can't jump. So I don't know, that's pretty odd. But yeah, let's just go through the damage, right? So like pretty normal, that's pretty standard damage, right? It's a lot of, I'm not gonna lie, that is a lot of damage for M1, but that's pretty standard. That's without like popping Heretic. Now this is the difference when you're at tier 2 or tier 3. Alright, we're back. So yeah, it actually didn't take me that long to get to tier 3, whether you believe it or not. It took me 2 Heretics, and then it took me using my bell twice, because Corrupt Jar of Souls with Insanity proc is insane. But let's go through the damage. This is without Adore, none of that. This is base damage. Alright, you see that? 51. 51. That's the base. Look, I'm not lying. That's base. That's base. That's base. I got nothing. Let's pop it again. Let's see if it goes higher. I don't know if it will. Okay, that's 52. Right? That's base. Now, let's scream. 64 damage. Let's see the crit. 57. I don't know if that actually, I don't think that increased. I'm gonna be totally honest. Alright, yeah. Worst downside is that like every 30 seconds you're doing that, but if you're good enough, I'm sure it won't matter. I'm very sure it won't matter. Look at that, man. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous damage. Alright, now that we have all that covered, right? We covered the talents, we covered the mantras, the mantra modifiers, the bell, and obviously see my drip. If you're not making your build look drippy, quit Deepwoken, bro. See? You heard that? He was covering his ears. He was covering his ears because I just mentioned not being drippy and Deepwoken in the same sentence, bro. Horrible. My boy's in shambles from hearing that sentence, bro. And I would too. Those garbage ass neon fits. If you're still rocking the black and any color, no, bro. You gotta spice it up. Gotta spice it up. But anyways, bro, let's just get into the fire ass clips of me comboing. And I mean, I'm not that good at the game. Like, I took a break. I took like a good month break while in college. I come back. I'm the saucy god. The saucy god. I'm the saucy god. I just spread your cheeks. Plunge my blade into the ground. Crit, chained. Oh my, it's just so, it's so good. It's so good. Watch me rip these people a new asshole, bro. Alright, clips. Begin.